Well, here we go. Now, nobody can say that they didn't see the actual shooting. For in all the infinite wisdom, the FBI put this video out to exonerate themselves. You know what I see? I see this is going to happen to anybody that stands up to the government. Uh, Whether you don't want your kids to have flu vaccines, or you don't want, maybe you want to homeschool, maybe you want to live off grid, this is going to be the government's answer to all of that. These people were protesting the theft of their lands by the BLM. They didn't fire the first shot, the government did. And this is to everything that you think you have a right to, this is the government's answer to it. This is the answer to it. And we've got a bunch of cowards up there in Oregon. Here, I'm gonna talk to you about Lebanon, Tennessee, where I live. The people in this county have elected officials like Judge Wooten here, who openly says in his own court that the Constitution doesn't matter to him. But that he gets reelected for another 12 years. Really? Really? Lebanon, Wilson County? Are y'all that big of tards around here? I'm moving out. I'm moving out because people in this county have no sense at all when it comes to right and wrong. They go to church. We got churches on every corner, but they haven't even read what Jesus said. Anyway, Jesus also did say there's a time to trade your cloak for a sword. In this case, trade your cloak for a scar. Yeah, you're going to need some at least 30 caliber firepower. Anyway, 50s would be better. Anyway, I'm putting a link to the entire video down below where you can see that if it wasn't for the snowbank right beside the white SUV or pickup truck with a topper on it, whatever it was, if it wasn't for that snowbank right there, the rest of the people in that vehicle would be dead. Because after they shot LaVoy, I believe is what his name was, yeah, after they shot him, they lit up that SUV. They lit it up. Stun grenades, everything. So the reports of 3 shots fired, bullshit. The reports that he charged police, bullshit. He did have his hands up until, if you look behind him, he had his hands up until the guy behind him with the gun out on him got his attention. Somebody's coming up behind you with a gun. What are you first thing? He went to draw his gun then. He didn't draw a gun until the guy behind him came up. That was a clear case of reaching for self-defense. He ran out of fear for his life. Everybody in that van was in fear for their life from a terrorist organization called the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The Federal Bureau of Investigation are clear-cut terrorists. This is how they're going to handle anybody that stands up to them, whether it's for your children, your rights as parents, whether it's your right to keep the fags out of the church. This is their answer. If you go against the federal government, we're going to kill you. End of sentence, America. The FBI and the police are being brainwashed to kill American citizens. Therefore, don't worry about ISIS. ISIS is overseas. We've got FBI, Department of Homeland Security, all of them terrorizing the American people. Unless, of course, you're a faggot, atheist, or Muslim. Then you're good to go. No. This is what they have in store for all you Christians. Hey, when they decide the chip that's mandatory in all the cards, all your cards supposed to be chipped this year for, debit cards, Visa cards. When they decide, okay, everybody's using this now, we're going to put the chip in our hands. That way, it's easy. Nobody can steal your chip. Yeah, right. Hackers know this is BS right off the bat. So,